Every season, the NBA playoffs show us what is needed from franchises in order to be successful. As the Los Angeles Lakers and Miami Heat concluded their battle for the ultimate prize, the postseason bubble revealed the next evolution of players that are necessary to compete at the highest level. As front offices scramble to keep up with the elite teams around the league, these needs directly affect the NBA draft, with players becoming more attractive based on their skill set and ability to fill a hole in the modern NBA. With the postseason serving as a teaching moment for how to attack this NBA draft, let's look at where this league is heading. The recent NBA Finals had a whole host of great wings on display: Jimmy Butler, Jay Crowder, Andre Iguodala, and of course, the greatest of all of them in LeBron James battled it out in the finals. Versatile wings are not only a premium in this league, but bordering on a necessity if you want to realistically win a championship. Jimmy Butler proved the importance of a versatile perimeter player by dragging the Miami Heat to the finals, and in seasons past, a wing has been a prerequisite of a championship roster. Dating back to 2012, every season since has featured one of the best wing players in the league at the heart of a championship team. LeBron James in 2012 and 2013, Kawhi Leonard in 2014, Andre Iguodala in 2015, James again in 2016, Kevin Durant in 2017 and 18, Leonard again in 2019, and James yet again this past season. Ironically, all those players were crowned Finals MVP, and most of those players featured on the NBA's biggest stage, even though their team may have lost during that time as well. Needless to say, the most important time of the year has demanded an elite wing in the hopes of winning it all. Versatile perimeter players give coaches the ability to be fluid in their schemes and sets. Take the Boston Celtics, for example, who were close to reaching the finals as well. Their roster boasts perhaps the deepest collection of swingmen in the league, with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Gordon Hayward, Semi Ojeleye, and Romeo Langford. At times, head coach Brad Stevens has more wing depth, roster flexibility, and versatility than he knows what to do with, but with Tatum and Brown still developing, they have the correct blueprint to put themselves in a championship-winning window for the foreseeable future. As wings and forwards have continued to trend upward, so has the need for specialty shooting. Now, more so than ever, teams are making their opponents pay with elite-level shooting from beyond the arc, with any mistake on the defensive end. In the playoffs, we saw the value of the Heat's Duncan Robinson and Tyler Herro threat from the outside, and despite their inexperience in the postseason, they turned into one of the most important players in the bubble. There is only a limited amount of JJ Redicks and Kyle Korvers of the world, but their importance is paramount to a team's success. Floor spacing is the most underrated factor in the postseason. As the floors shrink with the increased intensity and half-court execution, the ability to maximize space gives players like LeBron James and Anthony Davis the opportunity to do damage in the paint, which is exactly what we saw from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in the finals. The return of the big men is well and truly here, but not as you know it. Gone are the days of traditional shot-blocking bigs like Roy Hibbert that struggle to get up and down the floor and play in transition. Versatility at the center and power forward positions have now taken their place. Individuals such as the Lakers' Anthony Davis and Nuggets' Nikola Jokic showed that versatile big men not only have a place, but can dominate the competition when it matters most. Miami Heat's young star Bam Adebayo also fits this criteria, and even though he's undersized in the front court at 6'9", he's used as a multi-positional defender and offense orchestrator for Erik Spoelstra. Now more than ever, bigs needs to be able to stretch the floor and knock down shots from long range. Passing and defending the perimeter are becoming more and more essential also. The league has steadily marginalized bigs that are one-dimensional and cannot help the teams in multiple ways, and that will likely be reflected in the upcoming draft. Shot creation remains an invaluable asset in the hopes of building a successful team in the NBA. As the players slow down in the playoffs and teams take away all the usual sets, players' ability to create for themselves and others is vital. Miami Heat's Tyler Herro was a prime example of this, as he acted as the secondary and sometimes primary shot creator for the team. With Jimmy Butler consuming most of the responsibility in this area, Herro's ability to create for himself and others gave the Heat another level offensively. Herro wasn't required to create much at college level, but his upside is endless in the NBA with this trait. Because of this, he will affect the NBA draft as front offices discover the value in shot creators no matter their age. With all that being said, teams' selections in the upcoming draft need to adapt to the growing trend we are seeing. The skill sets have been laid out, Now let's look at which players fit the criteria. Two-way wings and forwards: Aaron Nesmith, Devin Vassell, Isaac Okoro, Sadiq Bey, and Jordan Nwora. Specialty shooters: Aaron Nesmith, Devin Vassell, Sadiq Bey, Isaiah Joe, Jemias Ramsey, Sam Merrill, Desmond Bain, Nate Darling, and Justinian Jessup. Versatile bigs: James Wiseman, Obi Toppin, Alexei Pokusevsky, and Jalen Smith. Non-PG creators: Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Maxey, RJ Hampton, Denny Avdia, and Leandro Bolmaro. The current NBA landscape has forced players to expand their game if they want to play at the highest level. The good news for GMs is this upcoming draft is full of players that can do multiple things on the floor at an elite level and fill holes that are necessary in order to be successful in today's game. After watching the playoffs, who do you think can make the biggest impact in the NBA? Let us know in the comments.